instigator. I'm the fear addicted, danger illustrated.
Open sesame, stepping through the mist, this the specialist.
Now on today's menu, more Techno Toy Tuning parts in the form of these fender braces. I think at this point I pretty much threw their entire catalog of this car. But these fender braces are nice. They are a full tubular construction, which is definitely preferable because a lot of the fender braces you see on the market today, they have this like thin walled square tubing design. They even gusseted the mounting tabs too. And it's in this really nice, strong, wrinkled black powder coat finish. And in the kit they give you this little tool bag full of hardware and such, which is pretty cool. So first thing first, gotta remove the front fenders. Here's the front fender removed. Now I'm gonna go over all the different bolts that you have to remove in order to get this thing off. The whole process is pretty easy and straightforward, except for the two in the front, which I'll get to in a bit. But starting off, there's one right here behind the door. You just open the door, take that one off. There are two more down here. And then obviously the ones on the top row, which are the most obvious. Just pop open the hood and then you can get to those easily. And then there is one right here behind the bumper, so you have to take this bumper off, expose this mounting hole, take that off. There's a light right here, the side marker on the bumper. Just unscrew that, take that off. And then there's one more bolt right here behind that light once you do. And then finally the last two that I was talking about, which are the hardest ones to get to, are here. So the fender usually sits right here, and you have to basically squeeze in through this crevice between the fender itself and the headlight, and then get this bolt here, and then this one down here. So there's two stuck all the way in this little alley. And to do that, I use this arrangement here with a universal joint at the end of it, which really helped. But yeah, once you do that, the whole thing just comes off. Pretty simple. Now I'm going to clean this area up, clean behind the fender, and start working on installing one of the braces. When installing the fender braces, you do have to clearance this chassis edge right here, right in this spot. So after a few minutes of carefully massaging this lip down with a 2-pound hammer, I just basically sprayed down this area with some trim paint to cover it up. It should be pretty cool. I forgot to show the installed fender brakes on the driver's side before I put the fender on, so here it is on the passenger side. This is what it looks like. And you can see how it reaches from the strut tower all the way back to the door hinges and triangulates this entire section in this tower. So, pretty good design. Installed real easily, perfect fitment. And the little stainless steel key tool that they provided with the rib nuts, so you can attach these forward mounting points. It just slides right into this hole, and it's really easy to just hold this in place while you bolt these up. And then once you're done, the tool just stays in place. So that's pretty cool.
Specialize in one thing.
So while that oil is draining, I want to talk really quick about this radiator support beam right here, this cross member. So because this engine bay is relatively small, and the beams is actually kind of big for it, the only way to physically squeeze it into the space is you have to remove this front radiator support. Otherwise it's really hard to get the right angle to actually drop it in. So it was cut right here in section, and then these little tabs are welded back on, and it's basically bolt on, bolt off now. So to keep prepping for the engine removal, I'm going to go ahead and start removing this radiator completely and maybe even unbolt this support beam. It's already getting dark, but it's still like 9 degrees out. Major heat wave this weekend. Just took out the plastic cam engine cover, and here is the beams exposed. It's kind of ugly without it, not gonna lie. Here's the cover. Also removed the radiator. Gonna clean that up. And I think next I'm going to tackle taking off this ugly, ungainly intake manifold along with the throttle body. So hopefully I can unbolt it here and just rip this out. And that should free up a lot of space and really make taking this engine out a lot easier. Alright, just took off the gargantuan stock intake manifold and basically just doubled the space Here it is down here. This big lump of aluminum. And the throttle body. Having this huge chunk of cast aluminum just to hold up the alternator is taking up way too much space, so that has got to go. And I do have a solution for that, which I will get to later on.
No, you really can't call yourself an all-out kid. Specialize in one thing.
Really like close knit, so
I see that. Like you guys know it all. What is this thing? The shifter. Just took off the accordion boot. Now I'm going to relieve the shifter arm. I'm thinking I'm going to just take off this entire pedestal right here. You can see how the previous owner welded this thing together. And we're going to be installing a new SQ billet thing today. So, cool.
if you want to drop the trans a little bit.
Or you want a 1/2-inch breaker bar?
Or we'll try this first. Yeah.
There you go. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. Now we can pull forward.
Yeah, back.
Back, I mean.
Let me know if I'm gonna hit anything.
Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, stop. Now we gotta get above the thing.
Okay.
The bumper.
Turn this so that the
So the tranny goes up?
yeah. So the tranny, so we level out the engine.
Like that?
Yeah.
It's getting like really close to the end.
Oh yeah, no problem.
We're about to hit the...
Oh okay. Go.
How about I go back there and try to lift it?
Oh yeah. We'll try to lift it over the bumper. Wait. Sorry.
Put it down. Okay, go. Pull.
Cool.
Good fucking A.
Woo! Would you want to set it temporary for now?
Let's put on, yeah.
Okay.
Or should we just put it here for now? We're gonna clean it, right?
Yeah.
Let's
So
stick it, let's put it in there.
just on the grass.
Yeah, on the dirt area.
Let me get this lower for the center of gravity.
Okay.
Oh.
Not bad. Huh.
That was relatively drama-free.
Relatively? Yeah, I thought that was okay.
Yeah.
We're pulling this. Alright, I'll get the tire. You
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Is there like any particular way you want to set it?
Don't matter, just as long as it's over the dirt and not on the...
Okay. Go up a little bit. Or go up with this one.
Harbor thing is good.
Yeah. I've used this plenty of times. Wow. Yeah. Not bad for freaking.
Not bad.
$100.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Cool.
Can you steer it?
It's gonna be tough when we get in the grass for it to roll, but
We'll manhandle it?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
You ready?
Yeah. Right.
Whoa. Alright, dug in.
Should we put it like that? Yeah. Hold on to this guy and then I'll let it down.
Let me, hold on, wait. Go.
Is this in the way? If not, we can just leave it hooked up and wash it like that.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. We'll just scrub around it. It's okay if you think it's kind of dirty.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Woo! Gangster, dude. That's hella gangster.